Howdy, everybody. It's your boy Matt, and I'm here. It's just a little before 10 p.m. on Sunday night on May 17th, and we've just completed a run of 4 signings over the course of 5 days in 3 cities for Godzilla versus Texas. See, you guys can see the cover there. Yeah, I got a little fun remark on there as well. That's not part of the actual cover. That's a little remark we've been doing on the covers. At least the ones that we've have time for. The remarks are different depending on when I'm doing them and how much time I have. But I've got the Wild West Mesa March by the Phantom Renegades playing over here. It's one of my new favorite things. It's like this kind of Western twangy, spaghetti Western cover of the Ifukube Mesa March. I thought it was appropriate. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make a little video kind of wrapping up the signings, wrapping up the release, and giving some of my thoughts on, the comic. And I really, of course, first and foremost, wanted to thank everyone for coming out. These have been some of the biggest signings I have ever been a part of. We've, between all 4 signings, we've certainly had, somewhere between like 1,500, probably way more than that, probably brushing up against 2,000 people. Like, we had, I'd say somewhere around maybe 500 or so, 600 or so people at Austin Books, probably more, I don't know. Another couple hundred at, let's see, we had Austin Books on Wednesday. On Thursday in San Antonio at Big Alpaca Comics, we probably had another couple hundred people, 300, 400, who knows. Then on Friday, Friday we took Friday off. That's Punk Rocker by the Teddy Bears. I'm just going to reset this. Anyway, on Saturday, we had the big signing at Bedrock City Comic Company with the store exclusive cover. I think we could have easily had 1,000 people that day. The wait was up to 3 hours, which I feel kind of bad about, because it's like we're trying to get people through as quickly as we could, but we were also trying to talk to people, but sometimes we had to be like, thank you very much for coming. You can go get the signature from the other folks, and we really appreciate you waiting. You try to throw in some niceties to make people feel like their time is worth something, And then today, on Sunday, we went to Bat City Comics and Games down in South Austin for a little signing, just a little 4-hour signing. We had a decent number of people. I'd say, maybe 100, maybe 200. It's kind of hard to keep track. But I wanted to give shout outs to people. Again, thank you everybody for coming out. It means so much. I have not had a huge, crazy signing tour like that in a long time. I've not had a huge, crazy, just some, I'm still kind of reeling from it, and of course, with the comic itself, I wanted to give a shout out to IDW, our editors, Jake and Nick, and of course our friends over at Toho for approving all of our wacky ideas in this, just this friggin' thing. And my apologies for being a little loopy. I am very tired. The signing in Houston went later than we expected it to, and it takes over 2 hours to get anywhere in Texas, so we did not get back to Austin until 3 in the morning, and then we had to get up 5 hours later to do the signing in San Antonio. The yeah, and of course I got the credits out of the page so I get everybody's names right. I of course wanted to thank the other artists who were involved. Sam Lotfi did the a variant cover, did cover B. This lovely shot of Godzilla in behind the Pennybacker Bridge, which is an Austin landmark. Um, and then the other interior artists being Devin Kraft, who did Crude, which is the Hedorah story. Um, Joe Eisma did Godzilla versus Tex Mech, very silly. Um, and then Johnny Lucas, Jolt and Johnny Lucas did the story You Missed It, which is a really fun kind of Austin centric story. Um, and yeah, I also, wanted to thank my colorists, Heather Breckel and Tommy Shelton, for coming in at the last minute to help with the colors on my story. I wound up doing some colors myself just to try to keep things moving. Um, Caston, my nesting partner and manager, also was a big help, letting me bounce ideas off of her for coming up with stuff. She even named a few things in the comic, and it, comics really are a collaborative effort. Like you don't need a really big team, but you know, uh, everybody can contribute something. And there were a couple other variants as well, but I'm unfortunately not as familiar. Saw those covers for some of the other variants, and I was just like, oh, those are cool. I'm not as familiar with those artists, so you all should look them up too. Um, and the comic has just been received wonderfully. The series Godzilla versus America has really provided a lot of artists from these communities to come together and show what they can do. And then it allows for those communities to come together, and Texans really show up. Like, I am still amazed at the sheer volume of people who have come to these signings, because we had so many people who would say, like, this is my first time getting something signed. This is my first time getting something autographed. This is my first time getting, going to a comic book store signing, or doing a signing at all. Or people are like, this is my first time getting a Godzilla comic. Some people are like, this is my first time in a comic book store. That's really amazing, And of course, I want to thank Austin Books, Big Alpaca, Bat City, and Bedrock City for hosting these signings, and I hope the book has been doing very well for them. It seems like it has, because apparently in San Antonio the book is sold out. Like, as I understand it, most of the stores are just completely sold out. There's a few places in Austin I think still have them. I'm pretty sure maybe some places in Dallas still have them. We're running a little low. We ordered some to have on hand for the shop, and for those of you who have ordered copies of the comic, we're just letting you all know that we are going to be getting those out as quickly as we can. We've just had to get through the signings, and so we sent a big wave out, and next we're going to send the next wave out, and then we might have to pump the brakes, because I don't know how long we're going to be able to hold on to these copies. So I don't know. Cass and I will discuss it. Yeah, and I'm still just kind of floored, and the state pride has been really fun, like we have fun kind of, poking at Texas a little bit, poking at the culture of Texas. Oh, before I forget, I also wanted to thank Brock from Ghost X Ghost for sending out these shirts. This is my most recent design for Ghost X Ghost. This is the Monster Island tour. You can see the different monsters on the back. This was something that I did late last year for Ghost X Ghost, and we just got them in. We're gonna be taking them with us to shows and stuff. And speaking of shows, my next show is going to be Comic Palooza. We're going back to Houston So Houstonites, please come by and say hi. And then the last show of May is going to be Monsterpalooza in Los Angeles, in Pasadena, California. And then there's the rest of the year. Like, I have other events I've been posting about, so I just really appreciate everyone's support. It means so much. Yeah, and thank you for making all these signings so incredible. Thanks for letting me ramble for a little bit. I am gonna go lay face down on the floor for like a number of hours. Will I wake up? I don't know. Anyway, thanks y'all. Happy trails, and much love from Texas.